the MAGA base and elected Republicans, even Trump, I mean, Trump hates paid federal holidays. The guy who spends literally 1/3 of his time golfing on the clock. He just golfs on the clock. But they are absolutely obsessed with people having jobs. If you are going to benefit from taxpayer dollars in any way, shape, or form, you have to work. And I mean, Kellyanne Conway tweeted the other night about the big, beautiful bill. People who are losing their Medicaid benefits under this bill can simply go get a job. And somebody tweeted in response, "Thanks, Kellyanne. Please let me know if you are aware of any employers who are willing to hire my 80-year-old mother who has severe dementia." And that's really it in a nutshell. I mean, these people who they lose their shit entirely if someone who is needy or not employed benefits from some kind of a government program. They lose their shit. But then when immigrants come here legally, when undocumented immigrants enter the United States and make an asylum claim and get an employee ID number so that they can work and pay taxes into those very same programs for which those immigrants will never, ever be able to benefit from, undocumented immigrants pay $92 billion a year in federal taxes. That's not enough for these people. That's not enough. That's not enough, which exposes their racism and their bigotry in a bald-faced manner. They just fucking hate brown people, whether they're here legally or not. It's their white supremacy, it's their patriarchy. And I mean, you know, and it's like since this bill passed, it's like we're starting to see a wave of Trump voters who are learning about the bill. I voted for Donald Trump because of no tax on tips or no tax on overtime. And then they read the text and they see the limitations that Republicans placed on those. Limitations such that 95% of Trump voters who do earn money from tips or who do earn money through overtime aren't going to benefit. They're going to see a very negligible benefit. And now they're like, Donald Trump, Martha, did he lie to me? And again, you know, and it's like, meanwhile, they absolutely fucking hate seeing somebody who gets any benefit that they didn't work for. And we are going to go into debt to the tune of somewhere between $4 to $6 trillion from this legislation. All of that money is going to be shoveled towards billionaires and millionaires through the tax cut. And this bill is going to cause somewhere around $2.2 to $2.5 trillion in annual deficits for the next decade. So it's going to add, in reality, another $25 to $30 trillion to the national debt because of the greed of people who are already wealthy and who Trump supporters defend to their dying breath that billionaires should actually get more money from taxpayers. But the real problem is undocumented immigrants and able-bodied people who are defrauding Medicaid. I duetted a video from a mutual of mine earlier today on my backup account. I can't remember his username. He's a black guy, and his the title of his video basically was like, "Y'all Americans are dumb as hell." and how true is that? How true is that for Trump supporters? They are the stupidest component of society that this country has ever been saddled with. They're taking food, medical care, medical insurance away from millions of poor, disabled, and needy Americans because they believe that every single bit of that is fraud. They believe every single bit of that is fraud. And what is the one thing that they hate more than anything is, well, two things: fraud and criminals. They also believe every undocumented immigrant is a criminal. And yet they voted for a president who 13 months ago was convicted of 34 felony counts for falsifying business records, fraud. They voted for a president who in November 2022, his business was convicted in a criminal court on 17 felony counts for fraud. They voted for a president who he and his two adult sons still owe the state of New York over $600 million for a decade's worth of fraud. They voted for a president who had to settle and pay $25 million for Trump University because it was fraud. They are the stupidest fucking people we have ever been saddled with in this country. And now they feel emboldened. And now Donald Trump has his secret police force with $170 billion a year of annual funding. And the Supreme Court gave him immunity from criminal prosecution. He's going to unleash another round of explicitly authoritarian executive orders on us. And the Supreme Court also took away the lower federal trial court's ability to stop those with nationwide injunctions. Everything is in place. Everything is in place. I did a video right before this one. This is when the really bad part starts. And the dipshit MAGA chuds just got a little taste of that with the big, beautiful bill that gives Trump and his buddies $4 trillion in tax cuts when they read the sections of the bill about no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. The ones that can actually read.